Have you ever wondered what wisdom a 95-year-old with nearly a century of life experience can offer about love, relationships, and the mysteries of the human heart? This video will take you on an inspiring journey through the insights of an old woman who has seen love, loss, betrayal, and the beauty of growing old with dignity. She reveals her reflections on the truths about men and women, the power of respect and strength in forgiveness, and the lessons they can teach you about relationships and life. Our goal is to uncover these profound, deep truths and learn how your experiences can reflect and shape your choices, offering you both clarity and comfort in the challenges we all face. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, press the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming content. Your support means a lot, and if you found value in this content, please share it. If you found value in this content, please like and share to help us reach more people with these valuable ideas. Together, we can keep learning and growing. Life is an intricate mosaic made up of countless experiences. Every moment, every high and low, contributes to the profound beauty of our journey. It is not just the joyous or triumphant times that define us, the struggles also shape us. Disappointments and challenges are equally important pieces of the picture. Without the shadows, how would we recognize the light? Every memory, every difficulty, every laugh and tear is part of the masterpiece of our lives. It's essential to accept this truth. Our past doesn't define us. We should view our disappointments, mistakes, and stumbles not with regret but with gratitude. These experiences shape our resilience and propel us forward as we age. This brings extraordinary freedom. It is essential to embrace this truth. Our past does not define us. Instead, it should inspire gratitude. The challenges we face, the missteps we take, and the moments of stumbling are all part of our journey. As we age, we gain an incredible freedom. This gift is bestowed upon us unbidden, like a gift we didn't even know we wanted. The masks we wear for others fall away. The roles we play out of obligation or expectation no longer define us. In old age, we finally have permission to be unapologetically ourselves. We have the power to live without reservation. We have the power to live with peace. We have the power to let go of the need for approval. We have the power to share kindness, nurture compassion, and seek moments of simple joy. This stage of life is a time to cultivate an inner calm, a gentle wisdom that radiates outward, uplifting those around us. This stage of life reminds us that we don't have to prove anything. We are here to experience life deeply, savoring every moment in love and intimacy. You must cultivate an inner calm and a gentle wisdom that radiates outward, uplifting those around you. This reminds them that you don't have to prove anything. You are here to experience life deeply, savoring every moment in a long-term relationship. Respect is the basis of all desire. Desire can ebb and flow, and passion can change. But respect is what holds two people together through the storms and the calm. The true intimacy blossoms. Trust is essential for intimacy, it's the foundation for a relationship. When trust is broken, it leaves a deep wound. Forgiveness is not just an act of letting go, it's an act of bravery. It sets us free from the chains of resentment and the burden of our hearts. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Forgetting is essential to learn from the pain. These wounds become our teachers, showing us how to protect our hearts while remaining open to the beauty of connection. Forgiveness is essential for moving past pain and learning from it. It shows us how to protect our hearts while remaining open to the beauty of connection. This guidance leads us to relationships that honor our worth and protect us from repeating old mistakes. Our scars do not hold us back, they lead us to a future where happiness is possible, grounded in wisdom. Remember, it is never too late to rekindle the spark in your relationships. Like a garden, relationships need attention, care, and renewal. Relationships never stay static, they blossom when they are nurtured and wither when they are neglected. Neglected, the country is the soil, the kindness is the sunlight, and small gestures of love are the seeds that bring new growth. Old age offers us the gift of looking back on our shared experiences with our loved ones and finding gratitude in moments we once took for granted. Don't dread this final chapter of life, it's not something to be feared. Reflect on each precious moment that brought you this far. Don't dread the end, treasure every line of this chapter, every word and paragraph. They form the legacy you leave behind, true love that endures beyond time and hardship. It's a rare bond that remains unbreakable. In the face of betrayal, even as the years add new wrinkles to our stories, this love grows stronger with age, transforming itself into something firm. If nurtured with patience and care, it becomes a shelter, a breakable foundation. There is a strength in this love that defies. This love can withstand any trial or struggle because it is real. It is built on acceptance and forgiveness, two pillars that can withstand anything life brings. In these later years, if someone says you are too old to try, let that be your cue to do it with twice the courage. Take a photo as proof that you can. Age is just a number, a small detail that does not define what we are capable of doing. There is a joy in breaking expectations and showing the world that our spirit remains young. Many men believe that understanding a woman's heart is as complicated as deciphering a mysterious code. Age is just a number, it doesn't define us. We can defy expectations and show the world our spirit remains young. Men often believe that understanding a woman's heart is as complicated as deciphering a mysterious code. But the truth is simpler. Listen more, assume less, show empathy, be present in a relationship. The line between love and frustration is thin. This is normal and healthy for us. Love is not static, it grows. It grows and contracts and expands with us. Tenderness in long-term relationships often surprises people, especially as we get older. There is a vitality, a playful spark that many do not expect to find among the elderly, but it is there, often stronger than ever, because it is rooted in understanding and shared memories. Those who think that intimacy fades with age have never seen the spark that still shines between couples who have grown old together. May it not be the passionate love of youth, but it is something deeper. Nursing homes have a unique beauty. The quiet romance there is often overlooked, but it's real. Love doesn't retreat, it becomes softer. Love doesn't retreat, it becomes softer, deeper, and more essential. Passion can be as simple as a touch, a glance, or a shared smile. Love to last for decades doesn't need grandiose gestures, it just needs a firm heart, a willingness to cling and hold on to each other through every season, and the forgiveness of someone who has betrayed us. Clinging to bitterness seems justified, but it is a burden that only weighs us down. Resentment is like drinking poison and hoping it will hurt someone else. In truth, it is our hearts that suffer. Choose to forgive. It is a decision to reclaim our peace. It is not a matter of forgetting the pain, but to choose not to carry it. Old age is a privilege, a test of strength for those who have endured the storms of life. It is a time for the brave, for those who have overcome the turbulence of youth and survived disappointments to emerge with a wisdom that only time can bestow. Old age is your badge of honor, a testament to your resilience. It is a celebration of all you have endured and accomplished. Life may slow down, but your spirit remains vibrant, fierce, and unyielding. Embrace this stage of life as the culmination of your story, with the courage to continue writing to the last page. You have come so far that you can move forward with grace, joy, and an open mind. Embrace this stage of life as the culmination of your story. You have come so far that you can move forward with grace, joy, and an open heart to the beautiful moments that still await you. Some women are looking for a man who listens deeply. Others are attracted to those who are generous. The true art of love lies in understanding when to listen and when to give. Relationships can feel like an old job that you keep out of habit or convenience. Even if the spark has gone, the beauty of love remains. The beauty of love is that we finally overcome the need to impress others and measure our worth by their approval. If someone doesn't appreciate us, that's their problem, not ours. We no longer waste our time and energy trying to impress others or seeking their approval. If someone doesn't appreciate us, it's their loss, not ours. Men tend to fixate on who the other person is, while women wonder why, what went wrong and what was missing. Both sides lose sleep over it, entangled in questions that have no easy answers. Though people say that with age comes forgetfulness, sometimes a faded memory is a gift, allowing us to release people who no longer matter. If someone doesn't appreciate us, that's their problem, not ours. Men tend to fixate on who the other person is, while women wonder why, what went wrong and what was missing. Both sides lose sleep over it, entangled in questions that have no easy answers. Though people say that with age comes forgetfulness, sometimes a faded memory is a gift, allowing us to release people who no longer deserve a place in our lives. Some things and some people are simply best left forgotten. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, comment on the number 1 below to let me know. Older men are often attracted to younger women, not necessarily out of love, but out of a yearning to relive a sense of lost youth. Lost youth, a time when life seemed full of possibilities. Relationships at this stage can be like cooking. Sometimes you follow a well-known recipe, but other times you improvise. Sometimes you improvise with what life has left in the fridge. Sex after 70 can seem unconventional. 70s can seem it's time to embrace the unorthodox. Just like dancing to electronic music at a quiet tango parties are unexpected, maybe even a little out of place, but they bring a genuine joy. Meanwhile, betrayal is a test of the heart's resilience. Many fail, allowing bitterness to take root. But those who overcome it find themselves stronger. They become wiser and less fearful. Dancing to electronic music at a tango party is unconventional, but it can bring genuine joy. Betrayal is a test of the heart's resilience. Many fail, allowing bitterness to take root. But those who overcome it find themselves stronger, wiser, and less fearful. We finally have time to pursue the dreams we set aside in old age. Sometimes we can't remember what those dreams were, so we find new ones in their place. Women often embrace loneliness, finding solace in their own company rather than settling for men who don't see its value. A good relationship in old age becomes a beloved book you have read countless times. You know the ending, but the familiarity brings comfort. Women often embrace loneliness, finding solace in their own company rather than settling for men who don't see its value. A good relationship in old age becomes a beloved book you have read countless times. You know the ending, but the familiarity brings peace. Each page is comforting to old lovers. The intimacy transcends physical vigor. It is the meeting of two souls built over years of shared understanding, laughter, and unspoken understanding. If betrayal were fatal, many relationships would end in funerals. Betrayal is a crucible, a challenge that some relationships overcome by emerging more honest and real, while others break down, leaving room for new growth. Old age grants the freedom to live without pretense, to love and forgive on our own terms, and to cling only to those who truly value us. In the end, we come to understand that the strength of love lies not in its perfection, but in its growth. Growing old gently reminds us that not all thoughts deserve to be expressed aloud and not all advice is meant to be followed. It is a silent wisdom that settles in over time. This wisdom teaches us time, teaching us discernment in our words and actions. Some men carry this wisdom with grace, embracing every wrinkle as a story well lived. Others succumb to bitterness, becoming grumpy old men whom even family hesitates to visit. The path we choose is ours, but it molds how others experience us in our later years. In long-term relationships, it is not always about keeping the flames of passion burning at times. It's about preventing the slow and routine from completely extinguishing them. There's a delicate balance to be found between stability and spontaneity, a dance between familiarity and excitement. When we are young, we become obsessed with how others perceive us, allowing their imagined judgments to weigh us down. In the wisdom of old age, we realize that most people were too absorbed in their own lives to spend much time thinking about our own. This truth frees us by allowing us to live for ourselves. Allowing us to live for ourselves instead of for the expectations of others. Expectations of others? Betrayal is a harsh teacher, reminding us that the human heart is a battlefield where few live unscarred. Love and trust, so delicately constructed, can falter in a moment, leaving wounds that take time to heal. The scars we carry are not signs of weakness but of courage. Allowing us to live for ourselves rather than for the expectations of others is essential. Betrayal is a harsh teacher, reminding us that the human heart is a battlefield where few live unscarred. Love and trust, so delicately constructed, can falter in a moment, leaving wounds that take time to heal. The scars we carry are not signs of weakness but of courage. Of the courage we have in facing the battles we face and the lessons we take to heart. True wisdom in old age is not simply a reward for living many years. It is born of the moments we really pay attention to. We pay attention to the experiences that shape us. The older men who complain of loneliness often lose the ability to be their own best company. Loneliness is not something to fear, but something we should embrace, especially if we can find peace within ourselves. Relationships, in their own way, are like vinyl records. Life can scratch them, and time can leave its marks, but if we listen attentively to the music, the laughter, the shared dreams, the moments of silence, we can still hear silence in its imperfections. The experience becomes our own. There's no need to fear relationships. They're like vinyl records. They can be scratched and their surfaces can be marked by time, but if we listen closely, we can still hear the music, laughter, shared dreams, and moments of silence. These imperfections make the experience stronger, especially in intimacy. Understanding and patience can replace the energy of youth with something deeper and more meaningful. Those who have never felt the sting of betrayal may not have ever truly risked their hearts. They've never fully opened themselves to the vulnerability that love demands. To love deeply, you have to risk. Those who venture into love with their whole heart, those who fully commit to love, learn that true love endures even when tested over time. Life's challenges and joys are more meaningful when viewed through the lens of risk and reward. Old age brings moments of reflection, offering wisdom gained from navigating life's journey. You realize that some of the most intense discussions you had were about things so trivial that you can barely remember the reasons. You remember the fiery words and the passion, but not the cause. This humbling truth reveals how ephemeral our anger and frustrations really are. It teaches us that some battles just don't warrant the effort. Some men treat relationships like novels, looking endlessly for a new story without ever appreciating the depth and beauty of the classics they have left unfinished. They can spend years searching for novelty without realizing that the richest stories are often the ones they already hold in their hands. Term relationship. You come to value the shared silence as much as sincere conversations. There is a quiet magic in being able to sit next to someone without the need for constant words, a comfort that can only come from years of understanding, of making love. In the years, it's not about the intensity of youth, but rather, it's a tender recognition that time has deepened the connection. Time is not the enemy, it is the foundation of intimacy. Every shared memory and silent moment of mutual respect adds layers to the bond, making the love richer and deeper than it might have been in youth. With maturity comes the understanding that time is not the enemy, but the foundation of intimacy. Life may not have turned out exactly as you once dreamed, and that's okay. Those fairy tale endings we once imagined have faded into something softer but more satisfying, a happiness rooted in real experiences, in the ups and downs of life, in the beauty of everyday moments. Life's not a fairy tale, but it's still worthwhile. Wisdom in old age means accepting that not every day will be perfect, but every day has something to treasure. Look closely enough, and you'll see the small moments of goodness, the little moments of kindness, even on difficult days, that make life truly rewarding. Life is truly rewarding when you look closely enough to see the small moments of goodness and the little moments of kindness, even on difficult days. Painful betrayal often reveals that the heart had already been broken long before the act itself. Betrayal is only the last note in a melody that had been playing for some time, perhaps unnoticed, but real in such moments. You learn to recognize the value of honesty and integrity, not only with others, but also with yourself. The older you get, the more you understand that patience is not about passively waiting. It's about finding calm and grace as life unfolds around you. Patience is a virtue you cultivate within you. It's a kind of silent strength that allows you to face each day with acceptance. For older men, the charm grows beyond mere appearance. It's found in the respect and genuine warmth you show to others. It's in the small gestures, the thoughtful words, the gentle way they navigate relationships in a partnership. The true art is knowing when to lead and when to follow. Knowing when to lead and when to follow. Understand that love is a dance that requires both strength and humility. As we age, intimacy becomes something deeper. A reminder that desire can soften but does not fade away, transforming into new forms. It becomes an appreciation of shared history and mutual respect. Forgiving a betrayal is not about forgetting or condoning it. It is about choosing to release the pain by refusing to let it dictate your future or trap you in the past. Forgiveness is for your peace of mind. Growing old gracefully means realizing that being right is less important than being at peace. The real victories in life are not won in arguments or victories over others, but in the quiet moments of contentment. Forgiveness is for your peace of mind. Growing old gracefully means realizing that being right is less important than being at peace. The real victories in life are not won in arguments or victories over others, but in quiet moments of contentment. The quiet moments of contentment, the inner calm that grows as we let go of the need to control or test. In the end, growing older is a journey towards simplicity, acceptance, and a gentle peace that fills us with gratitude for all that is, not regret for what was. Betrayal, for all its bitterness, is often just the grand finale to a love story that had quietly faded away long before. It is the dramatic end of something that had already gone into decline. Even if we choose not to see it, I have come to understand that most of life's journey is about learning to let go rather than clinging tightly. Life's journey is learning to let go, not cling tightly to what's gone. It's an art, a delicate art of choosing release, which brings freedom and peace far greater than any possession or relationship. Wise men know every woman they meet carries a lesson, a unique insight into life's mysteries. Fools think they already know it all. It's time to let go of what's gone. Releasing what's no longer serving us brings freedom and peace. Wise men know that every woman they meet has a unique insight into life's mysteries. Fools, on the other hand, think they already know it all. They miss the opportunity to grow and deepen a truly meaningful relationship. A truly meaningful relationship is like a garden. It needs constant care, patience, and tenderness. Neglect it, and it will wilt. If we want our love to flourish, we must nurture it in response to its needs with open hearts. In old age, sex takes on a new beauty. Sex acquires a new beauty. The days of, don't miss the opportunity to grow and deepen a truly meaningful relationship. A truly meaningful relationship is like a garden. It needs constant care, patience, and tenderness. When neglected, it will wilt, just as flowers wilt without water and sunlight without water and sunlight. If we want our love to flourish, we must nurture it in response to its needs with open hearts. In old age, sex takes on a new beauty. The days of impulsive passion are over. In its place is a richness that comes from the understanding of experience. We may have lost energy, but we have gained wisdom. Intimacy feels like a second youth, a rebirth of joy, grounded in a deeper appreciation. There is dignity in betrayal, but only if we walk away with our heads held high, knowing that our worth is never tied to another's. True dignity is found in the silent trust that comes from knowing that we are complete regardless of the actions of others. Reaching old age is like discovering a hidden adventure. Realizing that the thrill of life is not in the number of years we have accumulated, but in what we do with them, is like discovering a hidden adventure. It is not the passing of time that we are defined not by the passing of time, but by the moments we choose to make. Significant, long relationships reveal that love is not a straight path, it is a labyrinth twisting and turning, sometimes confusing, but always worth exploring. The sting of betrayal does not make it easier, it hurts just as deeply, but it teaches us to recognize the signs faster. Trusting our instincts and setting boundaries that honor our value, we learn to navigate these painful moments with grace. We understand that betrayal, though painful, is not the end of our story. Each wrinkle etched in our skin tells a story. Our skin is not a sign of age to be hidden or erased. It is a badge of a life fully lived. Each line is a memory, a shared laughter. They are memories of laughter and tears, of shared moments and moments of solitude. Stars remind us of the moments we've cherished. They are a testament to our past, etched on our faces. A man's true character is revealed not in how he begins relationships, but in how he ends them. Old age is not a curse, it's a reward. Those who dare to live fully, to grow, and to embrace each season of life with openness will find that old age is a badge of honor. When men finally learn that listening can be as seductive as talking and that attention is a form of love, relationships deepen in unexpected and profound ways. Listening opens doors to the soul, creating a connection that words alone could never create. Betrayal cuts deep, not because it breaks trust, but because it wounds the soul, touching our most vulnerable places. Yet, in time, this pain teaches us that healing is possible. With patience and self-reflection, the heart can heal. Betrayal leaves its mark, but it also leaves us stronger, with a deeper understanding of ourselves and resilience to move on. Sex after 70 is about celebrating our capabilities, not proving anything to anyone. It's a quiet, joyful celebration of what we can still feel. It's about savoring the intimacy, connection, and warmth of shared affection without the rush or expectations of youth in relationships. Respect becomes the rich soil where love can take root and grow. Roots and grow resilient. Without respect, love withers. But with it, even the smallest gestures become sacred, strengthening the bond and creating a lasting foundation. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. At the wisdom of old age, we come to see that a good life is not measured by the years, but by the moments we treasure. We treasure the shared laughs, the quiet mornings, the deep conversations, and the small acts of kindness that truly make life meaningful. A man who values a woman for her true self, her essence, her spirit has found a rare and priceless treasure, a companion. He understands that a genuine connection is something much richer than mere companionship, it's a blessing that deepens over time. Relationships are a journey of refinement, a lifelong journey of refinement, an ongoing art of polishing and being polished to grow and evolve together. This process never ends, and through it, both people are transformed. It is a dance of learning, forgiveness, and acceptance, the true wisdom. In betrayal lies the recognition of the difference between mistakes that are part of being human and patterns that reflect conscious choices. One deserves forgiveness, while the other signals a need for it. Older men also discover that a woman's beauty does not fade as the years go by. It is essential to recognize the distinction between mistakes, which are inherent to being human, and patterns that reflect conscious choices. Women should understand that a woman's beauty does not fade over time, it evolves, taking on new forms of grace, wisdom, and resilience. They learn to appreciate the lines that tell a story, the softness in her eyes, and the strength of her spirit. This beauty, shaped by the many seasons of life, becomes even more captivating than youth. Reflecting on the complex and often challenging journey of aging, love, and relationships. We know these ideas will resonate with you, offering inspiration and a new perspective. Life is a journey, and each stage brings its mix of struggles and rewards. These reflections remind us that the most important thing is to live each moment with honesty, kindness, and respect. Embrace each stage with open eyes and a grateful heart, Each chapter will come and go, and with each one, we will grow. We know you will find these ideas inspiring and that they will offer you a new perspective. Life is a journey, and each stage brings its mix of struggles and rewards. These reflections remind us that the most important thing is to live each moment with honesty, kindness, and respect. Embrace each stage with open eyes and a grateful heart. Each chapter, lesson, and each joy adds richness to the upholstery of the tapestry of our lives as we reach the end of this journey. Through profound reflections on aging, relationships, love, and resilience. Take a moment to reflect on the lessons that resonated with you. Share your most impactful takeaway in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Share your most resonant takeaway from this video. Tell us how you'll put it into practice. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you in our next video.